Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
Distractions. It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 15. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, This is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolute tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. They'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 3-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the second quarter. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it down to the 28. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On play action, they'll throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Nicole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Now a play fake here on first down.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
On the delay, here's Harris. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Harris running straight ahead.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, they'll run it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bears are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second and 4. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a first down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Second and 2. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to put it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw here.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Finding room at midfield.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago!
Mecole Hardman
With his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bears are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
They have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They hand this off to Harris.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
There's Mecole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know when that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down at 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the 4th. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with, has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd and 1. And this one too low. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Quick slant finding Claypool.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back.
So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right side, Claypool's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back to throw. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.